Magandang hapon. This is Trixie Cruz Angeles for Luminous. We decided to do a live today because may lumabas yung balita in the Red Santillan and Jessamine Casing double murder case na lumabas na po ang warrants of arrest for 20 police officers na may finding of probable cause laban sa kanila. And dahil sa finding of probable cause, wala pong bail recommended para dito sa 20 police officers na ito. However, nung lumabas yung balita na meron na ng mga warrants of arrest para din sa mga for 20 police officers, then inassume ng ibang mga tao that mapaparusahan na sila or yay, justice is served. Mali po yun. So we just like to clarify that the issuance of warrant of arrest, yung pagka merong warrant na lumabas, ibig sabihin, yung mga akusado dadalhin into the jurisdiction of the trial court. Pagdating po, it means that the court acquires jurisdiction para dinggin yung kaso, para magditis, at para masintensyan if ever makapagpass ng judgment over these accused. Hindi po ibig sabihin pag lumabas ang warrant of arrest na tapos na po ang mga hearings or na makukulong na sila at mapaparusahan. Given this, what do we expect now? Well, of course, dun sa 20 police officers na yon, ang charge sa kanila ay murder, kaya hindi po sila bailable. There are other officers who are charged, pero yung iba, they are charged before the ombudsman at ang mga kaso nila are things, at ang mga kaso nila pertains to their office, no? So administrative. On the other hand, meron din mga charges which were late filed. Kumbaga, hindi sabay final with these 20 police officers against higher ranking police officers such as, but not limited to, General Carranza. And ang kaso sa kanya ay obstruction of justice. Hindi pa po lumalabas, from what I understand dito sa news, hindi pa po lumalabas ang warrant of arrest for General Carranza et al. So, ang lumabas lang po na warrants are for those who are being charged with the murder of Red Santillan and Jessamine Casing. So, hindi po chinarge ng murder yung mga higher ranking officials, although kinasuhan din sila before the ombudsman dahil hindi pa po sila tinatanggal sa kanilang mga pwesto in the PNP. Tama po kayo na yung 20 police officers, dahil wala pong bail recommended, once ma-arrest po sila, ay hindi po sila makakalabas until matapos ang paglilitis or unless they file a motion for the issuance of bail dahil the evidence of guilt against them is not strong. Pero yon, ililitis pa yon. The court will have to hear their case and their argument na hindi po malakas ang ebidensya laban sa kanila so that they will be entitled to bail. The others, iintayin po natin. So, meron din in-issue ang hukuman ng whole departure order para dito sa 20 na ito para hindi po sila makalabas sa jurisdiction ng Pilipinas o umalis ng Pilipinas para ma-evade yung issuance, yung pag-serve ng kanilang mga warrants of arrest. So, this is overall, good news pa rin kasi nga maglilitis ang kaso na ito. Hindi pa po ito napaparusahan, justice is not yet served, pero alam natin na ang mangyayari dito is maglilitis. Anong ma-expect natin sa trial court? Ganito po yon. Magpupresenta ng ebidensya ang state or in this case, the state prosecutor, siya po ang magiging kumbaga counsel for the victims unless may appear na private counsel who will be litigating what we call the damages or the civil aspect of the case. Sometimes po dinedelegate na rin ng prosecutor yung paglilitis ng kaso sa isang private lawyer to represent the victims para po masingil din sila later on ng civil damages para dun sa pagkamatay ng dalawa. Nakikita natin po that in this case, nag-pay off talaga yung efforts ni Attorney Glenn Chong at alam po natin na this is a step in the right direction, but by no means hindi pa po ito, by no means can we assume na tapos na ito o na masaserve na ang hustisya para kina Glenn. Para kina Glenn, for the loss of his friend, and for the family of Fred Santillan, and the family also of Jessamine Casing. So, ano pang may expect po natin? Well, we're also expecting na lumabas din po ang decision dun sa obstruction of justice laban dun sa kina General Carranza. Whether kung may finding of probable cause or hindi, kailangan po ma-resolve din po ito. So, tinatanong ni Mel, warrant po ito para kanino? Para dun sa 20 na police officers na inaakusahan nga na sa pagpatay dito kay Red Santillan and Jessamine Casing, kasi maliwanag dun mismo, kahit ibabase sa narration mismo ng mga police officers, maraming problema dito sa report nila supposedly sa pagkamatay ni Glenn. Ayon sa kanila, nagkahabulan nga, hindi tumigil yung kotse ni Glenn when he was being flagged down, and so eventually nagkabarilan. Meron daw kasing ano bang tawag doon, bulletin para dun sa kanyang sasakyan na di umano'y ginagamit daw sa pagtransport ng drugs. Napabulaanan po ito dun sa kaso na final laban dito sa mga police officers. Among others, hindi po kinontest pati yung mga forensic findings. Dito sa yung forensic findings ng PNP ay pinabulaanan po ng PAO. At sinabing it could not have happened the way they were saying, kasi nga hindi po, there wasn't enough blood in the crime scene to indicate na dun po namatay si Glenn. So it's most likely that he was taken somewhere else and there were marks daw of torture, and possibly pinahirapan po siya bago siya namatay, pero it's close to impossible given the amount of blood at the crime scene na dun po siya namatay. At tinatanong ng iba, sorry, wasn't able to get your name, bakit daw po tahimik ang media dito? Well, from the start naman po, it has been social media na nagpapakalat ng balita tungkol dito sa kasong ito. Primarily, we're not sure if interested po ang media natin on a case as sensational as this one. Well, I'm assuming na, well, they're just not interested. Hindi po, sabi ni Sardonyx Birth, good, justice is almost done. We are not sure. Kasi makikita pa natin yan sa presentations of evidence. Although, I'm fairly sure na given the good and hard work that Attorney Glenn Chong has put into this case, then I am very confident na most of those police officers who are charged will be found guilty. So, good luck dun sa mag-litigate nitong kasong ito, because it's not going to be easy dahil marami nga pong akusado. Ang problema nga po sa mga kaso na maraming akusado is bumabagal po talaga. Guys, pwede ba pagka nagkakamali ako, nag-gets ko naman So if you understand it, let's not correct each other na, kasi nawawala yung train of thought ko Paano ko yung i-explain yung situation if we're going to get bogged down on little things. Okay, the death of Red Santillan. Okay, Attorney Glenn Chong. Okay, hindi tayo nagkakamali na. Alright? Let's not get bogged down into these things kasi wala na. Nahirapan na ako bumalik dun sa kasi nag-aaral ako right now and I'm doing this live because I need to correct the impression of some people na tapos na po yung kaso. Hindi po kasama si General Carranza dito sa warrant na ito because late po yung pag-file ng mga charges sa kanya. Nireklamo nga po ito ni Attorney Glenn Chong dahil hindi po initially nasama siya doon sa initial complaint. Okay? So, mas mabagal, I'm assuming na mas mabagal yun sa kanya. So, baka later on pa or maybe in the coming weeks, maglalabas po ng warrant sa kanya, assuming na may finding of probable cause laban sa kanya. Sabi ni Boyet Lagyo, media are biased towards Attorney Glenn Chong. Well, I'm hoping hindi naman. Pero I think that is a fair conclusion given nga na there's very little coverage on this one. But let us see, maybe we have to give the media also a chance to catch up dito. If not, well then, tayo na lang, di ba? Kasi that's what we will do. That's what we have to do. Kung ayaw nilang i-report, edi pag-uusapan natin dito. Ganun lang naman po talaga yun. Sabi ni Robinson Kalangi, any info if some of the 20 police officers are already out of the country? Hindi po natin ma-assume yun, although may issue po because apparently the warrant of arrest was issued sometime late October, pero nitong as of November 7, hindi pa po nasa-serve yung mga warrants na ito. Ako, I am not surprised kasi nga fellow police officers ito. So I'm not expecting the PNP to move quickly on this case. Pero may ibang mga law enforcement agencies such as the NBI na maaari naman gumalaw para ma-serve ang mga warrants nito. Uulitin po natin ha, ang victims dito si Red Santillan, si Attorney Glenn Chong po ang nag-litigate or tumutulong dun sa sa pamilya dahil sa pagkamatay ng kanyang anak. Gusto ninyo, i-correct ko pa sa sarili ko over and over para lang masatisfy yung yung itch ninyo. Okay? Why am I being sarcastic about this? Kasi po nag-aaral ako right now and I took the time lang to talk about something that's completely different. I am studying right now phylogenetics in consonance with my MA in archaeology. Okay? So, kung nagkakamali ako, pasensya na, pero maliit po na bagay yung nagkabaliktad ng pangalan para ma-distract pa tayo at mahabaan yung diskusyon on matters that aren't really worth stopping for. Okay? Next, ulitin po natin. Wala pong bail dito, but I would not be surprised kung yung ibang mga police officers dito ay magfa-file ng motion for bail. Paano po mangyayari ito? Ayon kasi sa ating saligang batas, bail is a matter of right. Except kapag yung krimen ay punishable by capital punishment, and since wala ng death penalty, it's reclusion perpetua, and evidence of guilt is, is not strong. May pusa sa likod ko. So, bail will be a matter of right in any other crime except for those that are punishable by reclusion perpetua. Kapag punishable by reclusion perpetua and evidence of guilt is strong, wala talagang bail yan. Ngayon, kung evidence of guilt is not strong, they will be entitled to bail. Pero kailangan pa nilang patunayan ito sa paglilitis doon sa harap ng hukuman. So pag nag-file ng bail po ang ating mga police officers dito sa kaso na ito, kailangan patunayan nila na hindi malakas ang ebidensya. And how are they going to do that? I-evaluate nila yung evidence that has already been presented or that has been submitted by the prosecution without prejudice to later on additional evidence after pre-trial has been conducted, being presented by the prosecution. Okay? So, yun ini-expect natin na next move. Sa tingin nyo ba nakaalis na yung mga police officers? I am concerned kasi medyo matagal yung service ng warrant dito sa, from the time na lumabas siya. Ngayon, normally yan, kung merong private lawyer na nag-aasikaso dito sa kaso na ito, binabantayan na yan sa hukuman at makikiusap sa ibang law enforcement agencies para i-serve yan. In this case, hindi nga natin ini-expect na ang PNP ay magsaserve niyan dahil kabaro nila. And I understand their hesitation. Hindi po ganun kadali na mag-serve ng warrant, let's say, sa kaibigan mo o sa kakilala mo or kasama mo sa trabaho. However, so titignan natin, I understand before na meron kaso na final nga si Attorney Glenn with the NBI at kung ito yung kaso na po na yun, ay maaari siyang uli humingi ng tulong sa NBI para i-serve yung warrant dito sa mga police officers. Tinatanong ni Ma'am Ying Lee Polon, may palugit po ba yung pag-serve ng warrant? Wala po. Actually, may deadline dun sa service ng warrant na yon, certain number of days. And after that, you have to get a fresh one. Sabi ni Mark Guevara, ihahain ng warrant of arrest na pumatay di umano sa... opo. Okay. So, bakit nagtagal? Well, there are ways naman kasi to control yung tagal. It's possible, halimbawa, yun na nga, nag-hesitate ang PNP na i-serve dun sa mga kabaro nila. Kulit ng pusa. Ano ko. So, it's possible but recently lang yata nalaman ni Attorney Glenn na ang warrant ay hindi pa po nasa-serve. Normally po kasi automatic yan. Automatic yung warrant na sinaserve sa police. Once in-issue ng hukuman yan, pupunta yan doon sa mga law enforcement agencies. Both from the PNP or the NBI, didiretso na yung mga warrants dyan sa mga yan. Tama naman magtanong si Attorney Glenn kung bakit nagtatagal. Sabi ni Stressy Jessie, watching from London Bridge. Yung iba nanonood from Hong Kong. Sabi ni Ma'am Doris Thomas, naku, yung ibang nagko-comment, mas magaling kayo, edi kayo na lang ang mag-live. Kayo naman. Hindi naman okay lang na ako yung huwag niyong awayin. Okay na yung nasabihan na sila. Yung mga warrants, there's also another kind of warrant called the bench warrant na ini-issue ng hukuman kapag hindi dumating yung, let's say, yung witness, o kaya hindi nagdadating yung mga akusado to attend their hearings, maaari pong mag-issue ng warrant of arrest ang hukuman uli. And this is for the purpose of compelling the attendance in court. So, pwede po yun. But this is not the kind of warrant that was issued. The warrant that was issued now, or the warrant was issued kasi may finding of probable cause at kailangan ng elitis, kailangan ng humarap ang mga akusado dito sa hukuman. So, yun nga yung next step. I'm expecting that some of the police officers will apply for the issuance of bail. Ano na magiging standing ng mga police officers assuming na mahuli na nga sila? Well, because they will not be able to attend to their functions, malaki yung likelihood na matatanggal sila po sa serbisyo. Particularly since they are going to be detained until matapos po yung kaso. And after they are released, then they might be able to ask for reinstatement based on the fact that they have not been found guilty. May catch lang po yun. Kasi in cases na involving the civil service, kapag may finding of probable cause, you can use that finding of probable cause as evidence in an administrative case. And there's sufficient evidence for an administrative case to prosper at matanggal po yung mga officers from the service. Kasi enough na yung evidence, so yung evidence to establish probable cause can also be presented as evidence, reasonable evidence na umaabot dun sa requirement para ma-dismiss sila from the service. Sabi ni Royce Sabadukia, may magagawa po ba para ma-speed up ang pag-serve ng warrant? Example, through legislation. Also, may law po ba nag-specify, define ang pag-serve ng warrant, like deadline? Meron nga po, mga 10 days ang deadline to serve the warrant. May magagawa po ba to speed up? Well, you can find out kung sino yung police officers who are in charge of serving that warrant and file cases against them for dereliction of duty. But through legislation, ganito po yun. No matter, if you see a problem and then you go to the legislature to solve that problem, it will not be solved. Halimbawa, ganito, gusto nyo bilisan yung service ng warrant of arrest in the case of Red Santillan's murder. So, let's say na maipasa kagad yung batas, hindi po magiging retroactive kasi yung batas para ma-apply dito sa kaso na ito. So, yun po, laws are prospective in nature. Yun ang sinasabi namin. Ang batas ay, unless it's specified in the law, that it will apply doon to retroactively. And you cannot make a law that will apply to a very specific set of circumstances only. Dahil ginaguarantee ng ating saligang batas na equal protection. So you can't make a law just for one specific person unless ma-establish ninyo na all persons of that class or meron talagang reason kung bakit isi-single out natin yung taong yan. Sabi ni Julia Gunter is found guilty, automatic po ba silang tanggal sa trabaho? Actually, ngayon pa lang, pwede na pong mag-file na patanggal na po, pa-dismiss na po sila sa serbisyo. Sabi ni Siriaco Isabelo, ask ko lang kung sakaling may gustong magsalita sa 20 na pulis na ito, pwede pa ba itong ilagay state witness at mabigyan ng security? Opo. Actually, ang application as state witness happens during the course of litigation and not before. So, ngayon po sila mag-apply na to be state witness. So, pwede any one of them provided na comply sila dun sa requisites, and the requisites are, among other things, that they have not been convicted prior to this of previously convicted of a crime, and they are not the most guilty dito sa kaso na ito. Dun sa mga nag-wish na lumabas na sana yung warrant of arrest dun sa kaso, warrants of arrest dun sa kaso ni Bicoy, kakaumpisa lang po kasi, so hindi ko ina-expect na matapos kagad, at recently lang po nag-umpisa magsisubmit ng mga counter affidavits yung mga respondents. Like I understand, Senator Trillanes filed his counter affidavit last month. Yung iba hindi pa po yata. Sinagot ko na po. Kung hindi kasama si General Carranza, sinagot ko na po yan kasi ang charge po sa kanya ay obstruction of justice. Hindi po siya nasama dun sa charge ng murder. And since ang lumabas na balita ay 20 police officers charged with double murder, hindi po siya kasama. So, late rin po kasi na-file yung kaso sa kanya at hinabol lang po yun. So, hindi pa po ko po ina-expect na lumalabas na po yung warrant niya. Sabi ni Sulabar Sosimo, warrant of arrest daw kay Mrs. Marcos galing sa Sandigan Bayan right now? Wala pa po ako nababalitaan. Kung noon po yun, meron kasi siyang isang kaso na may finding of guilt, maaari po kasi siyang mag-file ng bail pending appeal. So, kung naka-file na si Mrs. Marcos, even if may lumabas na warrant para sa kanya in that particular case, magiging moot na po yun. Kasi nga nag-file na siya ng bail. Sabi ni Ofelia Redimo, kung natapos yung 10 days na palugit para hulihin yung mga officers, ano po pwede mangyari dun sa warrant of arrest? Babalik lang dun sa judge, and you can ask for another warrant or i-explain muna kung bakit hindi siya na-serve after 10 days. Saan po bang magre-reklamo? Sabi ni Kenji Hashihara, magre-reklamo kung inupuan ng matagal ang pag-arrest ng mga pulis kung may warrant of arrest sa ombudsman po. Sabi ni Christopher Oreta, I'm sure meron dyan mag-turncoat para mag-state witness. Yes, kasi mabigat po yung kaso nila double murder. But it would be nice talaga kung meron mag-state witness at malaman natin kung ano yung motive dito. Although, let me make this clear pagdating sa mga murder cases in a criminal trial, motive is not essential in proving the crime. Ang kailangan lang patunayan na kinumit yung crime na yun. Sabi ni Richie Sigquesa, hiramin ko yung expression ni Sas. Thank you po. Sabi ni Sulabar Sosimo, plunder. Yun nga, plunder? May warrant of arrest for plunder? Medyo malabo po yun, kasi yung lumabas po na dun sa kaso niya isn't plunder, and it is in fact a bailable offense. So, hindi ko pa po nababasa yan. Hahanapin ko mamaya kung meron talagang lumabas na warrant of arrest with her. Pero, knowing that it is Mrs. Marcos, usually, intensive media coverage yan. So, wala pa po ako nakikita. So, okay, this is out of topic, pero papatulang ko to because it looks pressing. About Lenny, pwede mag-ask if it's true that she doesn't want drug operatives to bring their guns. Tinatanong ng generic Tina Cape. Okay, yes, let's be fair. She didn't say that. what she said was that she wants 0 killings. So yung iba, they're deriving from that statement na ayaw niya magdala ng baril ang mga pulis. Please, huwag niyo pong ikalat yan. Hindi po totoo yan. What she said was that she wants 0 killings. And later on, in-explain din naman po niya na 0 senseless killings naman daw. So, ewan ko, nagbabacktrack na rin siya on her other statements. So, naghahanap pa po ako kung wala na po kasi mga tanong dun sa sabi ni Richard Diet, di ba dapat yung gusto mag-state witness may first-hand knowledge ng mga nangyari? Oo, paano ka mag-witness kung hindi first-hand yung knowledge mo? That would be hearsay. Sabi ni Marcimina Moren, sana po mas mabilis ang proseso ng ganitong mga kaso considering na mga involved ay mga police na supposedly the protectors of the people. Oo, totoo yan. It's also in the interest of the police officers na mabilis yung kaso para ma-prove kagad. Kung wala silang sala, ay ma-dismiss na kagad yung kaso nila. Yun. So, i-recap po natin, ang lumabas po ay warrant of arrest for 20 police officers directly involved in the double murder case of Red Santillan and Jessamine Casing. Ang finding po ay double murder, there is no bail recommended, and a whole departure order has been issued. Ang ibig sabihin ng issuance ng warrant of arrest at ang service ng warrant of arrest is you bring them, while it is also true na dadalhin sila sa kulungan, pag bailable yan kasi temporary yung pagpunta mo sa kulungan. The purpose of the issuance of a warrant of arrest is to bring the accused into the jurisdiction of the court. So para maaaring paglitis na ng hukuman yung kaso at makapagpasa sila later on ng binding na desisyon ukol dito sa mga ito para makulong sila. In addition to which, since there is no bail recommended, we are expecting that the police officers some of them will at least apply for bail. At sabi nga ng ibang viewers dito, it is also possible na may mag-apply isa sa kanila or a couple of them as state's witness. Pero ang requirements po dyan, hindi pwedeng may previous conviction at hindi din po maaari na most guilty. So, kailangan the least guilty dito. In a case like this, sino yung mga least guilty? Well, definitely hindi sana yung nakabarel, yung talagang or in the case of torture, hindi sana involved dun sa torture, ganyan. Kailangan din po for a state's witness, kailangan essential yung testimony nila, without which hindi ma-convict lahat ng mga akusado dito. Sabi ni Christopher Ureta, just to inform everyone, dapat matanggal ng mga armas. Very hard to arrest cops. Well, kung matatanggalan nyo na kasi ng armas, bakit hindi pa i-aresto? Remember, it's possible that some of them might try to disappear. Sabi ni Richie Siguasa, praying for swift justice to be served. Sabi ni Angelo Salvador Marcos Jr. III, pero 0 killings ka. Dapat may i-kill. Okay. Yun pa rin yun. Okay, isa pa to, papatulan pa to. This is not about the topic, pero tinatanong ni Ted Ronald Benig Aquino. Regarding naman po kay Maria Ressa, bakit po malaya pa rin siya? Kasi po, wala pa pong final decision ang mga hukuman na naglilitis ng mga kaso niyang kriminal. So, ano yung mga criminal cases niya? She has a libel case and she has tax evasion cases. So, ang tax evasion, meron din pong kulong yon. Ang libel case niya, meron pong kulong, pero hindi pa po tapos yung paglilitis tungkol dito. So, only after, nakafile po naman siya ng bail in all of her cases. So, until matapos yung kaso na yon, she will remain free as long as her bail is updated every year. Sabi ni Althea Ori, how true na sila ni Robredo hindi kasama sa operation sa war on drugs. Sabi niya, sasama daw siya as long as hindi daw siya makakasagabal. Okay, one last note. Maraming nagsasabi sana mabilis. Pero I would like to give you a heads up. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng right to a speedy trial sa ating saligang batas? Ibig sabihin, yung akusado ang may karapatan to a speedy trial. Siya lang ang pwedeng magreklamo. Tayong mga meron na nanonood lang dun sa kaso, wala tayong karapatan magsabi, bilisan nyo! It's not our right to demand a speedy trial unless tayo po yung nililitis. So, what does this mean? Ang saligang batas, ginagaranti kasi na hindi on hold ang buhay mo indefinitely, na hindi ka makahinga because you have this case hanging over your head. Kaya pinamamadali ang mga kaso, lalong-lalo na mga criminal cases, pinamamadali ang paglilitis nito because naiintindihan din ng mga nag-administer ng ating hustisya ay mahirap po ang nakakasuhan. Ngayon, dun sa mga naiinip, bakit hindi pa nakukulong? Bakit ganito? Bakit ganyan? Kasi po, hindi nga po kasi natin karapatan hingin yan eh. Ang pwede lang humingi ng speedy trial ay yung akusado. Pero yung pagbabagal, halimbawa sa service ng warrant of arrest, maaaring ang magreklamo dito yung naagrabyado or the victim or the victim's family. Okay? Sabi ni Richie Sigues at tulungan niyo po si Attorney Glenn. Matagal na pong nag-volunteer kami ni Attorney Ahmed na tulungan si Attorney Glenn. So, even if pa sa mga ganito, makapag-live lang at mapalaganap yung balita tungkol dito sa kaso na ito, tutulong kami kay Attorney Glenn. Kailangan niya ng tulong. So, makikiusap din po ako sa inyo na not just to repost this particular live, pero paki-repost din yung live ni Attorney Glenn kung saan binalita din niya na yung pag-issue ng mga warrants of arrest dito. Kung hindi po kasi ito i-cover ng ating mainstream media, tayo na po ang magpalaganap ng balita on social media. Sabi ni Sunny Reynaldo Navera, maaari po bang masampahan ng ekstrang kaso yung mga opisyal na nag-delay o di umaksyon sa mga formal na request ni Attorney Glenn Chong na sa mga ebidensya at dokumento? Opo, pwede po. Both administrative, largely administrative cases para sa pagdidelay dun sa paglabas. Sabi ni... tinitignan ko yung mga... Sabi ni Sakal Bibe Herrera, 0 killings for sure. Uy, huwag niyo naman masyadong balahurain si Madam Lenny. Another thing that I would like to, this is completely off topic, na kapag kinikriticize natin ng ibang tao, sana i-criticize natin, huwag masyadong personal. Although naiintindihan ko yung galit ninyo, like sasabihin ninyo ang pangit ni ganito, or mukha siyang tanga, ganyan. Okay lang, but I would like to encourage na pag i-criticize natin yung logic, yung arguments, yung ebidensya nila, etc. Kasi pagka ad hominem na yung banat natin sa kanila, nakaka-diminish nung position natin. Sabi ni Edwil Padayhag, in your opinion, bakit yan nagawa ng mga pulis? Anong pwedeng reason to assassinate someone? Mahirap po kasi mag-speculate nang wala akong ebidensya. Si Attorney Glenn is entitled to speculate kasi para sa kanya, siya yung target So, ayon kay Attorney Glenn, it might be related to Smartmatic. So, yun po yung theory niya, and in the absence of any other theory, and I trust Attorney Glenn has his sources, then I'm on his side on this one. Sabi ni Charlie Aguilar, again off topic, posible bang mag-host sa Karambola si Mr. J. Sonsa? Love namin si Mr. J. Sonsa, but he's in Davao. So, he's welcome to come over to Karambola anytime, basta nasa Metro Manila siya. Love naman namin si Boss J. Okay, so to final recap, Issuance of warrant of arrest for the 20 police officers accused in the Red Santillan case. No bail was recommended and whole departure order issued. General Carranza is not included in the issuance of the arrest warrants dito because ang charge po sa kanya ay obstruction of justice, hindi po murder. And assuming na lumabas po yung warrant of arrest for for General Carranza, then it's possible that he can still file for bail. Sabi ni Rosette, babalik po ba si Drew sa tambayan? May inaasikaso po si Drew. He hasn't closed himself off to the possibility of coming back. Yun na lang po ang sasabihin natin for the moment until si Drew mismo ang mag-issue ng pahayag tungkol dyan. Sabi ni Carlo Basmayor, thanks again for your live. At least nakakapag-update din kami, especially with regard to Attorney Glenn Chong's filed cases against the accused uniformed policemen who were involved in the brutal killing of Richard Red Santillan and Jasmine Casing. I'm so happy to hear that meron ng warrant of arrest sa mga walang hiyang mga mamamatay tao sa hanay ni Carranza, watching here from Perth, Western Australia. Sabi ni Manuel Gem, wala akong masabi, okay na ako sa mga paliwanag. My question has been asked already. Okay. Sabi ni Third Aloka, ano pong gamit ninyo pag hilamos? Oh, ano ba? Pabago-bago po eh. Sabi ni Susan Aton, sana bago mag-2022, maging chairman si Glenn Chong ng COMELEC. I think may constitutional prohibition po siya at the moment. Sige, sabi ni Christopher Torno, again, off topic, may warrant po ba si Andy Bautista? Wala po, kasi iniimbestigahan pa daw ng NBI. Hanggang ngayon, wala pa po silang filed charges against Andy Bautista. Therefore, wala siyang warrant of arrest. Pag naka-bail po ba siya, may issue po ba na hold siya lahat ng airports para sa hindi makalabas? Dun sa 20 police officers po, walang bail. Sabi ni Feli Baldorado, di po ba kayo inofera ng posisyon ni P. Duterte? It's their loss. Secret. Sabi ni Samuel Arbas, we're waiting for that. At least may issue na ng warrant. Natanong ni Gloria Ocampo kung aalisin na ba ang Smartmatic. Well, we have to see. Kasi nga, ayon dun sa batas, ang requirement ay may experience na official count ay kailangan may experience na. And so, sino lang ba ang qualified for that? So, we're going to need this to be corrected by legislation. Kung sakali po magka-warrant si General Carranza, ibig sabihin po ba maaalis siya sa serbisyo? Maaari po siyang kasuhan ng administrative case para matanggal siya sa serbisyo. Posible po, but kailangan kasuhan pa. Uli. Okay, maraming salamat sa lahat po ng sumubaybay dito sa live na ito. Alam ko marami akong utang sa inyo. Matagal na akong hindi nagla-live. We'll try to do this a little more often. Parati kong pinapangako, pero na-busy po ako. May klase po kasi ako. But we will try to do this more often. Let me catch up lang dun sa mga readings ko dun sa MA na kinukuha ko right now. Don't forget to like and share, at saka don't forget to like and follow dito sa Luminous dahil nararamdaman na po namin na medyo tinothrottle na po yung following ng Luminous. Paki-check lang po kung nagfa-follow na po kayo, kung naka-follow pa rin kayo, and to please put us on See First para hindi nyo po mamimiss yung mga live namin. Everybody nanonood po si Franco Mabanta. I hope you guys say hi to him. Sabi ni G. Agustin, thank you, ingat po. At merienda po tayo, ago at pansit canton, sabi ni sa Calbibe Herrera. Maraming salamat po dun sa offer dieta na po ako. Bukas na po ako pwede kumain. Maraming salamat ulit. Don't forget to like and share this video. We'll see you again as soon as makapag-live tayo. And don't forget, may karambola po bukas, 8 to 10 ng umaga.